Hi everybody, this is Belinda from Belinda's Book Nook, and I'm hoping that I'm in the frame. I thought I just tested it to make sure that I am in the frame so you guys can see me. So I finally had a big gap in time on my 12 days of Christmas, but I'm back on. I have 2 more days to go, so this is the second to the last one. I definitely like the 12 days. I don't know how, hats off for people that can do it the whole month every day. I did really good in the beginning, but things started to get a little wonky and had a couple off days and just, wasn't able to do it the way that I wanted to. And then like today, right now, I've run out of daylight. So the lighting is stinky for some of the stuff I was going to do for my other video. So this one is under lights and hopefully it's not too crazy. And I'm cracking up because I record my videos on my phone, and so we share the camera roll on my family, my husband and I in particular. And so he's been on vacation for almost a week now, right? And so his new hobby seems to be like catching me, like pictures of me in like moments when I don't really want to be on the camera, So he's the last one before I got to recording this that I saw on the roll was me laying down, and I had like my heated eye pads on for my eyes, and I'm just like, it just was an unflattering picture. And then he's got one of me, and it's kind of funny. It's with Ella, though I'm doing my exercises for PT, and she's like laying beside me, but it's like the most unflattering. Husbands always pick like, and then they're like, oh, you look fine. I'm like, no, I wouldn't wish that picture. I'm my best friend. And yet, you think it's, when you're looking through the frame, you didn't see anything, you didn't want to snap. So yeah, he loves doing that. So that's kind of his pastime since he's been off. So we need to get him in a hobby or something. So I'm laughing because I saw it right before I was going back to make sure that I was in the frame for this picture. So I was looking in the roll. I'm like, oh, great. So I usually will leave him there for a little while and then let him have his little laugh. And then I usually delete them because I'm like, oh. So today's video, I thought I would shine a spotlight on other people doing Vlogmas. Now, I do want to say this. All of these channels I follow, but I have not watched all of their videos yet for Vlogmas because I can't even keep up with doing 12 for myself. So what I'm going to be doing over the next few days, definitely, and the rest of this month, is kind of playing catch up because some of these people are doing them every day. And so and it's kind of nice for me. I like it when it's like that because it's like a backlog. So you can just kind of binge and watch the next one and the next one and the next one, which probably drives them nuts because then I tend to comment, and so they get like all these comments from me right in a row. So it's as opposed to like me doing it the day they did it. However, it is Vlogmas, so chances are people are watching things a day or two after you've actually recorded them. So hopefully I don't drive them crazy. But I thought I would shine a spotlight on some of the other people doing Vlogmas that I do follow. And if I miss some of you that or if any of you that watch me do Vlogmas, then you want to let me know, because I've been really bad this year. I was thinking about really supporting other people that are doing YouTube channels, like in terms of like, I usually really good about being on regularly and making sure I'm commenting and engaging. And I think some days I phone it in and I'm just like not able to do that much, or I watch half a video and I don't want to comment because I still want to get to the end to finish it, and then I forget to go back, and yeah, so I am hoping next year that I can get back in the swing, because that's why I do this too, is I like meeting other people, and that's why I was inspired to do this by many of the people that I'm about to share with you. So that said, what I am going to attempt to do is somewhere over here. show a screen capture of the people that I'm talking about for their for Vlogmas, for their channel. This is again testing me. I see people do it all the time and I'm like, that looks really great. Why can't I? And it would make more sense for me to learn to do that than anything else, music and anything else, because I talk about books and oftentimes I have the physical book, but there are other books that I would love to talk about that I don't have. Like, for example, if it's an anticipated release or things like that. I don't obviously have the book. It would be great for me to be able to have the ability to do that seamlessly, right? So this is what I'm going to say to you, because I've not done it yet. If by chance I am unable to figure out on the software I'm using how to do that, meaning put the screen capture of the channels here, I will leave the list below and you can look up the channels, and that will be below anyways. So we'll have both. So that way you can actually easily get to these channels, because sometimes, you know, especially because it's hard for people to know how to spell things. Everybody spells things differently for channels and stuff like that. So there's that. All right, so without further ado, let me talk to you about 7. I was trying to do 10, and I thought 7, these are ones that I know that I'm definitely going to watch their whole, you know, their whole stream of videos. So I'm going to start with Books with B. Books with B is one of the channels another reason why I started my channel, along with Dee Dee from Brown Girl Waiting. And there's some others that were out there. They don't do any videos anymore, but they were 2 that really, really made me really want to do it. And Books with B has taken a hiatus for a little while, and she's back, and I'm hoping and praying that she's going to continue, because I love her videos. She had lots of videos in the past that she'd done with herself and her cute little dog, and knitting and talking about books. She loves horror books, so it's fun just to listen to her talk about those things. And so she's back, and she's doing a Vlogmas, and I don't know if they're daily. I don't believe that they were daily. I've only watched 2 of them so far, but I am gonna like binge them as well. And that's Books with B. So if I'm able to do it, I'll pause long enough, right? So that frame wise you can see it up here, right? So that in theory that will be here. And if it isn't, it's just me pointing at nothing. But some of the things that she's doing with her channel for the Vlogmas, and I wrote notes so that I would remember some of the stuff that's on these Vlogmas episodes, is she's doing a little bit of cooking. She's talking about Christmas horror books, which I think is kind of funny, you know, and fun. I would, you know, I'm not a big horror fan, but I have read some that I guess could be teetered on thriller/horror this past year and the year before. And so I can say that I'm open to some things, but some things I'm not. But that's one of the things that's beautiful about BookTube, is you don't have to necessarily read everything that the person that you're listening to. It's just being able to feel the love through the camera of them expressing themselves and their love for books and reading and things like that. That's what connects us, right? So, but she does talk about, if you do like horror, she does talk about horror books in there. And she has some reading wrap-ups. I don't know if she's doing any knitting this time around. She's done, I think, knitting, or I want to say knitting or crocheting. So check out her channel, because hers is really good, and hopefully she'll keep doing them after the holidays. It's really nice to have her back. Another one is Comfy Cozy Up. A lot of times people that follow these channels, like we kind of like people, because I know people that do follow Comfy Cozy Up, and they follow me. So I may be saying names if you already know, but for other people that don't know them, her channel will be here or down there. She has a plethora. So if you want to be able to get a video, even without Vlogmas being on, she has videos throughout the year very, very regularly. Hats off again, because that's just amazing. I've not figured out how to do that, and I'm not sure yet if I have enough to say. But now that I have done Vlogmas, and I have included some craft things, and I would like to incorporate some more of that in the next year coming along. So we'll talk about that when we get to my goals for 2024 for the channel in particular. But if you watch her channel, she's got cooking, she's got books, she's got a really cool, it's called a journal, hashtag journal mood, sorry, where she does journaling with everybody. I've participated on several, and it's really fun because she gives you, at the beginning of the month, you'll get word prompts for each day. And so you just, whatever it comes that speaks to you, it could be, I've seen people do really clever things with it. They may find a poem with that word. They may find a quote. They may just write about how that word, you know, incorporate it into their day or whatever is going on. So there's lots of ways to do that. So she does have that. She has lots of crafty stuff on there. I think I already said that. The fun thing she does also is like interior decorating, I call it stuff. She does do some decorating in her home, and I was inspired by her when I did my when I did the shoe rack of like assembling furniture. She does that, and their plants in the summer and the spring months. Lots to see on there, lots to hear. She does great recommendations for Caribbean books during the Caribathon, and even in the general year. She reads a lot of great classics and things like that. So check her out. She's doing a lot for Vlogmas, so that's a great channel to check out. Next one, I think we talk about Dee Dee almost every other video, only because I really just think she's a really great person, and I really like the quality of her channel in terms of her ability to articulate her thoughts on books, and her likes and dislikes about books, and that's which led me to do the Read So Lit in February, and now I'm on her book club, the Read So Lit book club, which is great. And if you haven't, quick plug, check it out. It's a Patreon club, but it's really good, and good books and good discussions. We talked about in our last book club just how much you go deeper into your experience of a book when you get into the discussion with everybody, and you think about things and you really reflect on it. And that I find really good in those. So in her Vlogmas, she's done lots of different things. Because we were talking about before, she's like, are you going to do it? And I was like, yeah, I'm going to do it, maybe. And she's like, I'm going to do it. And on top of doing this, she's just come off of being sick. And I'm just like blown away that she's able to do as many as she's done. I don't know if she's going to go through the whole month, but I was like 12 days. If I get 12 days, I'd be happy. So, and she's got really great ideas for the days. So some of the ones that I just been thinking of that I kind of wrote down was that I like, because I love my fountain pen and handwriting and stuff. She does too. And she has like ink swatching. She gets, last year she did it as well. She's got an advent calendar, which I've seen them online, and they have a different, your advent calendars, you get candy and whatever. Hers have different inks that she can use in her fountain pen. And it's really pretty. Like, you get to see the different colors. I love that she did that. And if you can go back to her last year's and watch that, that one was great. She does some author spotlights, which is really cool, because I think that it's just nice sometimes to just give love to, like, and focus on authors that you appreciate. And then I didn't get to watch this one yet, but I don't know. So I don't know if this one is for just 2023, but it's 5-star books that she's read. So I'm not sure if it's just this year or if it's in general, but I think that's always fun to hear. She also does some work with collages. And so you get some crafty stuff in there. So check out hers if you don't follow her, which you probably already do, but if you don't, that's Brown Girl Reading. There's hers over here. And so you can see, kind of the stuff that she is doing. And like I said, and to kind of, she's does a lot more on Instagram now, but I'm trying to hopefully persuade her that we still need her on this platform. I really do like YouTube for books. Sometimes I like to go on Instagram, but I feel like I get flooded with so many other things and distractions, whereas I like when I'm on here, it's just I'm going to a channel and I'm going to see them talk about books or what have you. So there's that. So that's my number 3. The number 4, and these aren't in order or anything. I just wrote numbers so I remember who how many I had. Freeform Lady. She took a break for a while. I loved watching her videos in the past. I think there was one that she did like years ago that was, I don't know if she was like, I feel like she was like, it was a birthday or some kind of celebration, but I remember they went out and I remember they were on this thing that I don't know where city she's in or where she was for that event, but she was sitting, you sit on it and it rides down the street. And I don't remember if you have to pedal or whatever. And then it had a bar. I can't remember. It was really cool. Well, she has some really neat videos back in the day. So I'm happy to see her back now. And she's doing Vlogmas, and hers, she's got, and I'm going to get caught up. I think I only watched one of hers so far. So like I'm going to have a couple hours to be able to just binge. This one is, I think she has date night one on there, which I'm curious if that is. She has anticipated books of 2024, which I love. As soon as January comes around, you get all of the people doing those videos. And I would like to do one of those. That's why I also want to learn how to do the thing over here, because I already have started a list of things that but it's like, you can't have eyes and ears everywhere. So it's really nice to see what other people find so you can kind of add it to your list. So do check out that one. She's got one for books that she's anticipating for 2024. She's got, I think, some book haul videos as well and some other things. So she's a great one to check out. And that could be over here. I'm laughing in my head because I'm like, I could be doing this and I don't figure it out. And then I'm just like waving or nothing. The next one is Lex Reads. I haven't watched Lex Reads in a while, so I'm really going to like binge hers. I subscribed to her on with one of my other old YouTube, like I had accounts, and I realized that when I was looking that she's not on my Belinda's Book Nook. So I'm going to subscribe to her on this one, so it will go in this feed. And that's why I think I haven't seen her for a little while in mine. But she's done some really great Vlogmas on decor. She's got book chats about books. She's got, I mean, and she also has one, I think that, I don't know if she's in a part of a book club or something, but she has book club books that she's talking about, or it may be books that she's recommending from book clubs, which those are always interesting too, because I always think that when you pick something, they're going to be books that are good because they're supposed to be things you can discuss stuff. So they have a little meat to them, right? And she does talk about her goals and TBR for 2024, which I'm going to do mine in January with you all, with my book journal and my new journal, which has come. So now we can set that up together, possibly even so I can show you what I'm going to put in this year's and what I had last year. And then we have Michael Reads. I haven't seen his in a long time. He's on, I used to watch some of his videos and then he kind of stopped. And then I've seen more stuff on Instagram, and then I haven't seen him in a while. The little, whatever the, what is the word for that? The algorithm for Instagram, like, is just so wonky. Like, I don't get the people that I would really want to see all the time. And so I haven't seen him in my feed, but I did look up to see if he was doing Vlogmas, and it looks like he has done some days. He did one with Filipino Christmas party, a board games one. Curious about that one. Some shopping and time with his kids, which they're really adorable. So that would be really fun to watch. And then my final one, and his would be over here. That's Michael Reads. And then we have Run Right Reads, who is another one that I followed way back when I was following Brown Girl Reading with Dee Dee and Books with B. And some other ladies too. She's got a great channel, and she's also a writer too as well. She's doing, I think on hers, like some unboxings. I think I saw one, she looks like she's a Jamaican party, so you get to see some of the West Indian food. And you get guest appearances from her daughter, who is absolutely adorable. And we got to witness, from birth to now. I think I don't know how old she is now. I'm never good at judging little kids' ages. Actually, I'm really never good at judging kids' age anyway. Like, if somebody's like, oh, they're about 12 or 10 or I am always way off. So I won't spare us that. I just know her daughter's talking and moving around and everything now. But she was, I remember her mom before she had her. So, it's really exciting to see her on the videos. And it's just funny because even when she was little, she kind of steals the show from her mom, and it's just very funny. So those are great to watch. So those are my 7 recommendations to spotlight other Vlogmas that you can watch. I think it's fun. It helps you get into the spirit of things. And I got one more video to do, and I will have succeeded in my 12 days of Vlogmas, and I'm going to shoot that one tomorrow and record my intro to it, and I will get it to you by the end of this week, for sure, because I want to get it before I get out of town, because we're going to leave town. So I hope you guys are doing well. I'm going to talk to you again one more time before the holidays, and thank you for watching all of the videos. And I'd love to hear if you know these channels, and if you recommend any other great Vlogmas channels, if you do a Vlogmas and I just don't know, and just leave me a comment down below and let me know. And then let me know if you do if you do get a chance to look at these channels, because they're really, really great people. So I will talk to you guys again later this week. Bye.